Hello, this is Chantel Harris, your school counselor. Today we're going to talk about feelings, but we're going to talk about the negative feelings. We're going to talk about the anger, the explosive behaviors, and what's behind that. So when a person feels angry, it's typically a sensation is in the body. So I want you guys to think about the last time you felt angry and what sensations you felt in your body. Did you feel hot? Did you feel like hot all over? Did you feel like you were balling your fist and felt like tense? Did you feel like you couldn't breathe? Like what sensation did you feel in your body and where in your body did you feel sensation? That's very important to identify when we're thinking about feelings because it starts as a sensation in your body and then it turns into something more. And we want to work on that something more. So I'm going to show you really quick a feelings face sheet. So I want you to get into the mindset of your feelings. So if you look at this sheet right here, we have a lot of different feelings here. We have happy, we have sad, silly, proud, annoyed, scared, worried, angry, excited, surprised, loved, sick, calm. Say it with me, guys. Bored, sleepy, hungry, embarrassed, ashamed, jealous, worn out. We have hyper, confident, distracted, confused, disgust, grief. Grief means sadness, lonely, guilt, feeling bad about something, skeptical, not sure if you should believe something, apathetic, overwhelmed. Ah, so you can see we have a lot, okay? So these are feelings that we feel, but if we focus on the negative feelings like anger, and I ask you, when's the last time you felt angry? Ask yourself, when's the last time I was angry? And when I felt that anger, what did it feel like in my body? Okay, so that's the first thing I want you guys to focus on. What did the anger feel like in my body? Okay, now I'm going to pull up a little printout of your body. And I want you guys to tell me where in your body did you feel a particular emotion? So where do you feel in your body? So what sensation did you feel when the last time that you were angry? What did that feel like for you? All right. So you guys should see this little body. That's your head. That's your arms. That's your little shoulders and like stomach area and your legs. Okay. And on this, I want you to identify the color associated with the feeling. So for me, if I felt sadness, my sadness would be the color blue. So I would color this box right here blue. But you put whatever color you feel you identify with when you feel sad. For me, when I feel happy, it's yellow because it reminds me of the sun. Okay. And that's like vibrant and happy. When I feel fear, I'm going to say it's orange. Okay. When I feel anger, it's red. And when I feel loved, it's pink. Okay. So I want you guys to take the time to color those boxes in with the colors that represent the feelings for you. Okay. And you guys would do that after the video. I just want to give you instruction. So here's your body. And you want to say, show me or show your teacher or even yourself, where do I feel certain emotions in my body? When I felt anger last time, where exactly was it in my body? So mine would be red, and I would color the part where I felt the anger. And so last time I felt anger, I felt like I felt it all over my body. So I would color this all red. I felt hot and I felt flushed, like energy was going through me and I just wanted to just blow up. Okay. That's how it felt for me. But you identify it. It might be in your heart area. Your heart might start beating fast, start pounding fast. Or it might be in your fist or hand area. You might feel like you ball them up and you want to punch somebody. So identify that. That's very, very important. It's actually the first step in learning how to control your emotions is identifying how you feel and where you feel it in your body. The next step after this is to say what can I do about it when I feel this anger or this frustration in my body? What can you do about it? So that's the next step in this whole thing. All right, so before I tell you what you can do about it, I'm going to show you this thing called the anger cycle. The anger cycle has 4 parts to it. The first part is the triggering event, the thing that the situation or the event that made you upset in the first place. So a situation that sets off the anger cycle. Okay. So for adults, it might be you were driving to work and you got cut off in traffic. You got cut off while you was driving. Somebody jumped in front of you and it made you mad. You get that road rage, kind of irritated. All right. Maybe you might receive some critical feedback. For students, maybe you got like a low grade on your test. Maybe a teacher called you out and you felt embarrassed. Okay. So it's different things that causes us to feel anger. And so you have to think about what it is that triggers you. What's the thing that causes you to get angry in the first place? All right. The next thing that happens in this cycle is that you have negative thoughts. So you interpret the situation and you interpret the situation in a negative way. And then it goes too far. Okay. So let's say your teacher called you out in class for acting out. And instead of like accepting your responsibility in it and adjusting, I'm sorry, Miss So-and-so, and then having to see you do what you're supposed to do, you started talking back and you ignored it and started doing what why you single me out? He was talking too and she was talking too, and you start like you know what I'm saying, you egging it on is getting like more revved up. So now you're angry, the teacher's starting to like get a little angry, and it's like a little battle going on here. So what causes that is your thought process with it. So you felt like because the teacher singled you out, that she was picking on you and she's always doing this to me and blah, 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 blah. So now your negative thought in regards to the event is making the situation even more heightened. You're even more upset. All right. So the aggression starts. That's the behavior response, which is the third part. You start to be more aggressive. Or the fourth part is the body response. So you start to get hot, you start to feel irritated, you start to feel offended and hurt. Maybe you start sweating, your heart start racing, you start clenching your fists, or just different things like that. You just feel hurt. So I always say the behavior and the body automatic response kind of happens together, because once you start feeling those emotions, it happens quick within seconds, and it's a need to react. And when you react to it, that's where the issue comes, because now you're having a behavior response. When you respond to something in a negative way, there's going to be a consequence. So we need to learn how to calm down. How can we do that? Okay, so if we notice our thoughts, we notice the sensations in our body, and then we ask ourselves, how do I act typically when I feel this way? And that's why I'm actually doing it now, because it's good to do the prep before you actually feel the emotions. So if this situation happened where the teacher singled me out, and then I felt like the teacher was picking on me, and that, she always like singling me out, and then I start to feel these sensations in my body. It can be different sensations I'm feeling: sweating, racing heart, clenching my fist, hot, or I can feel angry, irritated, offended, or hurt. What can I do before I react to that situation? Okay, so that's the question. All right, so just think about it. What could you do before you react and have a behavior response that could lead to a negative consequence? We call what you do next coping skills. So what you would do next is you either try a coping skill. We can either try a relaxation skill. We could try a distraction skill. We can try a movement skill, or we can try a thinking skill. Now, when we think about trying a relaxation skill, that can be as simple as deep breathing. So before you react, take some time, and I want you to breathe in through your nose. Okay. When you breathe in through your nose, I want you to put your hand on your belly, because when you breathe in, your stomach should poke out. That's how you know that you're breathing correctly. You're breathing from your diaphragm. If you breathe in too fast or too shallow, it'll make you hyperventilate. So it'll make you feel worse. Okay. So you breathe in through your nose on a count of 2, and your stomach should poke out. So put your hand in your stomach, and let's all breathe in through our nose. 1, 2. Hold it for 1 second. Now out through the mouth, and I want to hear a whoosh when it comes out the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's do it again. Breathe into the nose on 2. Out through the mouth on 2. Again, breathe into the nose. Out through the mouth. Okay. Now, when you do that, it kind of calms you down a little bit to make a more rational decision instead of just reacting off of your feelings. Because feelings, even though they are good, because they're sensations, it's telling you, it's like a warning system in your body that's saying something's wrong, I'm not feeling quite right. What do I need to do about it? So when you take the time to either count, another technique is counting. It's in your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes your mind off the thing that you're thinking about. You're distracting yourself from the thing that you're thinking about that's making you irritated, and it gives your mind time to process it and weigh options and think about what to do next, because you don't need to respond to every situation where you feel like you're attacked. I'm not saying don't defend yourself, but I'm saying listen to what's being said. Is it something that I can do more constructively in a way that's going to help me and help the situation, instead of reacting negatively based on my feelings, which they're not lying to me, because I feel angry, I feel frustrated, I feel whatever I'm feeling, but based on how I'm feeling, what can I do differently as far as my reaction? So I won't do a negative consequence. I won't keep in this cycle, whether it's my cycle or somebody else's cycle. Okay. I don't want to fuel the flame or add to the negativity. What can I do? So one thing you can do, you can ask your teacher, can I take a break? Can I go get some water, or splash water in my face, or go to the bathroom? And when you go into the bathroom, that's when you splash some water, like move around a little bit, stretch, get your body moving, kind of like get the energy out, because it's like adrenaline is pumping through you when you get angry. Okay. Adrenaline pumps through you and it makes you want to react. Sometimes it makes you want to hit somebody. Sometimes it makes you want to stomp, make you want to scream, make you want to throw things down. But you need to calm that down and be productive with that energy that's flowing through your body. So what I need you to do is take some deep breath and say, I'm okay. Count to 5. Breathe again. I'm okay. Okay. And then you ask yourself, if I respond the way I want to respond right now in this moment, is it going to be productive? Or is my thought about what the teacher said accurate, or am I just overreacting because I'm tying it to some situation in the past, and it still bothers me, it still makes me mad. So you start questioning how you feel, and if that feeling is relevant to this situation or to a situation in the past that this situation reminds you of. This is giving you time to process your thoughts and your feelings. Okay. This is called cognitive behavior therapy. It's CBT triangle. It has a triggering situation on the outside of the triangle. At the top of the triangle is your feeling. On one side is your thoughts, and the other side is behavior. So your feeling, thoughts, and behaviors are all interconnected. So if you get triggered by a situation from the outside, you're going to automatically feel some emotion, most likely a negative emotion. You're going to have a thought about that emotion. You're going to interpret the situation, but you're going to interpret it in terms of your feeling, which may not be completely accurate in the moment, and then you're going to react. But what we want you to do is take that pause between your feelings and thought interpretation and then your reaction, and come up with these coping skills to help you woosah and relax. So we're going to do relaxation skills like deep breathing. I'm going to practice deep breathing, and I'm going to show you next week or in another video a relaxing breathing technique. We're going to do distraction skills, like counting or taking a break and going to the bathroom and throwing water in your face to help bring you back to the moment, okay? And like splash some sense and just to help you calm down. Or you can do some stretches. Go in the bathroom, go outside, take a walk, stretch, kind of get your body, the adrenaline going through, and doing stuff productive instead of like impulsively. And then you're gonna think through the thought that you're having about it, like how you're interpreting the situation. Does that make sense? All right. So I want you guys to try it. I want you guys to have a good day.